Let's get ready. For some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And back in Toronto following the road trip, it's the Raptors on their home court. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season. They were blanked in this matchup a season ago. No wins in 3 tries. They'll try to improve on that dismal record here. Ball from long range. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
And the backcourt matchup tonight, Frank, definitely high power. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position. And at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that 3-ball, Kevin. Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
That shot off. Now the Suns take it the other way. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Michael Bridges.
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we talked earlier.
It'll be a
The feeling is that the game has slowed down some for DeAndre Ayton, which means he's making quicker and better decisions. Coach said last year you could cross him up at times, and that helped contain his production. But this year's a different story. Ayton's taken those big strides mentally that all great players seem to do. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And here is Barnes after Mikal Bridges hitting the three.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Good, and Paul gets the assist. Bridges got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there, getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
To the middle, and the dunk by Smith.
assisted by
And how about that instant response? Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket.
Chris Paul.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Beasley. And the rejection by Ayton.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert. All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The drive by Green. And the rejection by Smith. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Bridges, no one around him. Another three for Phoenix. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up tempo tonight.
Raptors trail by 16. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Shot to stop the run. And Ball slams it in.
And don't be surprised when it is that Lonzo Ball rises up like that. He can get it done.
Ball goes in. In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's Ayton. And he lays it straight in.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. 6 to shoot.
Phoenix.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Beasley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
Tries it again.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Down low. Beasley with the rebound. And Beasley has the ball here for the Raptors. It's a 16-point game. Back to Barnes. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Phoenix leading by 16. Now here's Paul. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there. Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Paul following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Uncovered, and he nails the jumper. Ball's got 6 points.
Lonzo showing more and more he has the ability to stay consistent with that kind of shot.
Booker, right side. Here's Smith. Pass to Ayton. Banked in off the glass. Ayton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And stolen by Ayton. Booker, right side. Stolen by Ball. Inside. Here's Barnes. Doubled by Smith. And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3. Suns leading by 18. Ayton in the high post. And the wide open shot from Paul. That 3 off the mark.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Booker in the corner. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 8.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Beasley outside. Fires the 3. No good there. Now the Suns take it the other way. And here's Smith. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Ayton. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Substitution.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Who wants the t-shirt?
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And Phoenix has possession. 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Booker's got 10.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Takes it inside. Here's Achua. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the night. That one misses for Achua. Booker with no one around. On the wing, Booker. Second chance shot. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
and running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Kaminsky after the Raptors pick up 2. Shoots over Kuminga. Kaminsky misses.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Mitchell outside. Here's Kuminga. Pass to Achua. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
That's his second personal foul.
That's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Pass to Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Kaminsky. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. And it's Shamet missing. Raptors trail by 19. Rubio with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Raptors moving the ball around. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Johnson. And here are the Suns now. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Whiteside. Can't connect from short range. Rubio looking it over. Mitchell outside. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Offensive rebound. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Knocked away. And stolen by Barnes. And stolen by Booker. To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Assist from.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Achua. Got it from 16 feet. Achua's got 8 points.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Paul left side. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw. Coming up.
That's his.
And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
For 3, Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 13 points in the game.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. A nice shot by Booker.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
To the paint, and he cuts it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Pass to Ayton. Driving the lane, and Ayton throws it down.
The coaching staff really likes it when Ayton looks to be aggressive, take advantage of guys who have no way physically to match up.
Now here's Barnes. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And the Raptors making a change here.
For your Raptors.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Driving inside. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
No block shot. Here's Ayton. That one's not going to go. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Sometimes Lonzo's got to put the defense on their heels and start attacking with some aggression. And that play, he did so.
Ball hits them both. 2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do, and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis. Not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit. And the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Raptors. Pass to Beasley. Here's Green. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Well, Draymond Green must be feeling good because no hesitation in that one there, letting it rip.
Screen by Smith. A drive by Booker. Ayton in the high post. 12 points for him.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And that one's good. Green.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. The drive by Booker. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Here's Ayton. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved. He plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 9. Pass to Whiteside. Stolen by Ball. Now the Raptors moving.
Lonzo's instincts on the defensive end paying off there. Just able to stay long and get that steal to start the break.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession.
Substitution for your Raptors. Number 25.
Whiteside inside. Got a piece of it. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. And he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
The drive by Paul. Whiteside trying to break free. Tries again. Johnson can't hit.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And taken away by Paul. Pass to Bridges. It's stolen by Green. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. Toronto shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
At the line for two. Suns talent. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
He's off on the first.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And he sinks the second. Suns leading by 12. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
Just a sloppy quarter of basketball. Turnovers now becoming an issue.
Coming onto the floor for your
And Toronto has possession.
Precious Achiuwa.
Outside ball. He takes it in.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
The Raptors have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You got to do it as a unit.
Back to Kaminsky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. White block shot. Whiteside trying to break free. And it's finished off inside by Kaminsky.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Outside ball. For the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Williams, that's good.
Well, this is what gets his teammates going. The veteran Williams shaking and making the defense work.
Mitchell outside. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Shamet. And here is Kaminsky. To the middle. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Mitchell outside. And so it's Phoenix going into the break with a 10. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And Phoenix has possession. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Ball. He's got 13.
Stay there.
And the rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Bridges outside. Pass to Smith. Clock at 6. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. No good from Beasley. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 10-point lead. Smith outside. And here's Booker from the arc. And Smith with the stuff.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
A drive by Paul. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Driving to the basket. And it's Green missing. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Now here's Ball. He's got 13. They double him with Ayton. Pass to Green. Eight feet away. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Phoenix leading by 14. Stolen by Ball. And it's Green slamming it down.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
To the right side. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Barnes. Six on the shot clock. Ball from long range. Booker outside. Into the lane. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The skills growing maybe right in front of our eyes here for DeAndre Ayton.
Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
Raptors trailed by 14. Rubio outside. Pass to Kuminga. Now here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Out to the wing. Here's Ayton. Puts the move on. And Ayton throws it down.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Rubio with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And he gets it to go.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Paul. He has 5. With 3, Booker. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. The drive by Rubio. And Kuminga throws it down.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
Paul surveying the floor.
Blocking foul called on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Suns substitution. Frank Kaminsky, the third.
Booker outside. A beautiful reverse layup. Booker's got 17 now.
Doing most of his damage on the perimeter. That time Devin Booker showing he could score close to the rim.
Rubio outside. Takes a 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The lead now in single digits.
Stopping on a dime. Ricky Rubio on the pull-up.
Booker outside. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
It'll be a wrap.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Let's see it, fans. Substitution.
Raptors trailed by 9. Mitchell with it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Achua. 3-pointer. And it's Mitchell missing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And Williams, here we go. Here's Kaminsky. It's hauled in by Achua.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
The shot by Primo, no good. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Offensive rebound. Whiteside.
Hassan.
And the layup falls. Whiteside. Got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Now, here's Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Hassan Whiteside.
They get Hassan Whiteside.
That's his 4th personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
At the line
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
Good on the second free throw. Suns leading by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
There's a screen by Williams. Here's Whiteside. Shoots over Achua. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. It will shoot 2. It's going to be on Precious Achua. The Suns have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Whiteside's experimented a bit with his free throw shooting throughout his career, even trying jump shots from the free throw line. So still trying to find the magic recipe to be more consistent.
For Toronto, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Pass to Shamet. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Toronto ball.
.130 left in the third quarter. Raptors trail by 10. Now Kuminga. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Now, here's Shamet. And he banks in the layup. And the Suns lead by 10. Here's Mitchell. He averages about 5 points a game. And he drops it in from the low post. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Suns leading by 8. Now here's Williams. Pass to Shamet. From outside the arc. The shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. On the wing, Mitchell. The shot by Primo, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Suns substitution.
Here's Whiteside. And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Toronto Raptors, trailing here by 8. The drive by Ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
To the floor for your Raptors, Malik Beasley.
Phoenix leading by 8. Pass to Paul. Here he goes. Yep, it counts.
Chris Paul.
Paul's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Phoenix.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Now, here's Ball. Can't cash in from close range. Now, here's Ayton. Covered by Barnes. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play.
That's his second.
Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
Raptors trailed by 13. Ball feeling it out a bit. Puts up a three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Shooting for Phoenix, Frank Kaminsky III. At the line for two.
And he makes the first. And Toronto making a change here. And so Kaminsky nails both of them. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Barnes. They need this. Can't get the layup.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Kaminsky. Bridges attacking. Here's Ayton. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Green. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Kaminsky. Ayton in the corner. Over Beasley. And that one's good. Ayton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, again, with that kind of size, DeAndre Ayton is going to draw some fouls and does not shy away from contact.
From deep, Green.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
That'll be 3 seconds.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution for the Suns.
Raptors trailed by 17. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Sinks the three-pointer. Beasley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now, here's Bridges. Booker looking around. Diving in.
Devin Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
Pass to Beasley. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Ayton. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Ayton's got 11 in the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges.
First team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Now into the lineup.
And Toronto making a change here. Pass to Kuminga. To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
The drive by Paul. Smith with it. Unloads from 9. And that one hits back iron.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And he uses the glass on the lane.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Paul right side. Takes the 3. No good that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th personal foul.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to Kuminga. And stolen by Ayton.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Bridges misses. Raptors trail by 14. Mitchell outside. To the wing right side. Kuminga with a wide open look. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time.
Third team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Now here's Paul. 6 to shoot. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Beasley. And stolen by Booker. Over in the corner, Paul. Misses the three. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes stemming it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding. Rising up off the ground.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution.
Inside. Here's Whiteside. Misses from close range.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
With the step back. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Paul with the bucket.
Chris Paul.
And the Suns lead by 12.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Phoenix foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
That's his fifth personal
That's
foul.
good from Barnes.
Fourth team foul. At the line for...
He's off on the second. Suns leading by 11. And here's Booker from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
A nice shot by Booker.
3 points.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
On the wing, Booker. Stolen by Ball. Out to the right wing. Rebound by the Suns. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Ayton.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Free throw good, Booker.
At the line for the...
So much talk about Booker and missing the playoffs in 2020, but those 8 games in the bubble, the team he was on did not lose, really established a lot of confidence and the hunger to play that kind of way in the next season.
Back to Rubio. Bangs home the trifecta.
Welcome sight. Rubio from 3 is going to open it up.
Ball outside. On the wing, Booker. For 3. That shot missing. Here's Primo. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition and no one's on you, great shot there.
Booker outside. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. And in the lead.
Today, but by tomorrow, wonder bridges where the water lays. Why bring it up? Just let it go. We get along that way. But if you stuck, I build a moat. I run ashore. You need a boat, I budget.